Hey y'all, how y'all doing? And welcome back to BGTU. Today we are talking about trading inside long-term consolidation. I felt that this was probably long overdue, pun intended, with all the consolidation we have been in. So let's take a look at QQQ. So I'm making this today. This is Monday, February 23rd, 2026. And I have the all-time high marked as well as this swing low. And this is October 29th, 2025. And we have not broken to the high or to the low. We got close here, but it didn't break above of those two levels, which basically puts us in consolidation. I mean, and to be honest, I could probably even go back, maybe even here, which is September 2025, and say from September 22nd until now, we are in the range. So honestly, I could probably move this back a little bit more, these lines, and just say this is where the range is. Now, you can get precise and go here and put on the low. I just eyeball it. I'm not trying to be that precise about it. I just need to know where the range is. So we came into this range September 10th, um, and we haven't left. This is where we've been. So this is called consolidation. This is where the buyers and sellers agree on price. And this is where they are building a position either to the upside or to the downside. We just don't know which side they're trying to go yet. And as you can see, it takes a while for them to do what they do. Why does it take so long? Because we're buying, 20, 30, 50, 100 contracts. We could hit the button and do that. They may be buying, 2 million, a million contracts or shares or whatever. And it's going to take them a whole lot longer to either build that position or exit that position, whichever one they're doing. So it takes them a while, which is why we have this consolidation. So trading inside of this is challenging, and that's putting it lightly. This challenges your psychological and your technical ability in these conditions because when you look at this chart, it's giving you the illusion that you could have just traded up and traded down and traded up and traded down. But the problem is these moves are really slow and very choppy. And if you were in the market today, you know exactly what I am talking about. So they give the appearance of, even though it's consolidation, you can trade them really easily, but it's not as easy as it looks after these candles are built. When you're trying to do this while the market's open and the candles are forming, it's just not easy as it looks. Um, why is this difficult really for all traders? I don't care if you're a swing trader, day trader, futures trader. It doesn't matter. Whatever type of trader you are, it is difficult because we need directional movement, and you don't really, you get that to a certain degree, like, yeah, it went from the top to the bottom and bottom up here, and it didn't even go all the way back to the top. So we need sustained directional movement, not for a couple of days, not for a week. We need to see the market moving up or the market moving down. We don't have that here. um there's no trend. I mean, the trend is sideways. There's no institutional urgency pushing price up or down. Instead, it just kind of rotates back and forth. And you can see at times it got even tighter. Like right in here, it got even tighter right in this area where it was, which is literally where we still are right now. So, um, this just makes it tough. It makes it really tough to trade these conditions, especially as an option trader, because you need volatility. You need liquidity, which is basically people buying and selling options in order to make the option contract price move. And if we don't have that, price may move a little bit, or sometimes you may be on the right side and still end up in the red. So it's just really, really tough to trade this. Um, so why is this frustrating for day traders? Day trading requires follow through. It needs big candles. It needs movement, just like swing traders. It needs movement. But when prices in long term consolidation, what looks like is going to break out ends up reversing. We get these little 20, 30 point moves if you're trading futures. Over here, it's dollars. Price keeps going back and forth. And it's just no conviction either direction. So it makes it really hard to take a trade. And you can even see right here, all these candles are just kind of piled up on each other. So are we going up or are we going down? What are we doing? Like, I don't know, and I'm not sure if they know. So I'm going to mark off just so we can see, and I'll change the color here, the high and low of today's candle. So I'm just marking it off, and this is the daily QQQ. I'm going to drop to the 5 minute. And this is 9:30. Mark 9:30 off so you'll know. We had a little move up, down, and yeah. Like, even though this looks, and I can even go to the 15, even though this looks like you could have profited it, I feel like that wasn't really a word. But even if you could have profited off of some of these movements on the future side, yes, because on the future side, you don't have theta and all those other things to worry about, the Greeks. So you could have profited off of some of these moves over here on the future side. But the option side, I don't think there was enough volatility for you to really profit today. Price was moving so slow. And literally, it moved up, it consolidated, it moved down, it consolidated. Like, it did not do a whole lot today. It just didn't. So, if you're trying to day trade, and even if I look back, I'm just going to drag this on back and I'm going to move this up here above there. This is February the 4th. So when you look at this, price has been right here in this area, which is kind of today's high and low since February the 4th, and it's about to be March. Really tough conditions to trade in. Like I said, on the future side, you can probably make a little bit money because you don't have to deal with the Greeks. But on the option side, it's really difficult to profit because you just don't have enough volatility and liquidity, people buying and selling in order to profit. So when you think price is doing its thing, it stalls out. This is price stalling out. And it goes up, it comes down, it chops, it goes down, it chops, it goes down, it chops. It's just choppy. And like I said, all these prices are really, really slow. Um, I'm sorry, I'm sitting here choking, trying to look at the day. Now, this is the 1 minute for today. Just super choppy, up and down, up and down. You're going to have a wide stop if you're on the future side in order to trade this to hopefully not get stopped out. And like I said, on the future side, you had some moves, but man, still super choppy, lots of wicks. I'm just going to open this up so we can see. And this is the 1 minute, just be mindful. Um, I just want you to see the back and forth and the up and down that price was doing. Um, Pretty much majority of the day. Like this is ridiculous. Like I said, even if I go to a 5 minute, you still see the chop. So you have to be very careful trying to day trade during consolidation, as well as trade short dated option contracts. So let's talk about the psychological trap of all this. The mental capital that you expend trying to trade this right here is really tough. It is tough to do. So we're going back to the day. This is the whole day. Consolidation tests your patience more than your skill because if you sit here all day and you look at these candles long enough, more than likely you're going to hit a button because you're bored and you want something, you want some action. Ain't no action going on. So you try to create some action and you probably lose money. And let me tell you, I'm speaking from experience, so I know I have done it. Um, and I don't care how long you have been trading, there's times you will do it. So days like today, or honestly, almost the past couple of weeks, are really days that you should just walk away and not even trade at all. Another thing people do is they hold losers because they're expecting price to reverse and follow through, and it doesn't. They overtrade because they're bored, and then they're fighting the market instead of just adjusting to it, meaning these are not optimal trading conditions. So let me go sit down, as my grandbaby would say. So knowing when to trade and when not to trade is a skill. And honestly, I'm going to say for the most part, the past couple of weeks, there are just days I did not trade, and I haven't traded options in a while simply because what I trade has also been in this little consolidation area. So obviously everything on the market is not in consolidation like this, but the things that I trade are in consolidation. So I have not traded the equity options for a while. Um and like I said, if you're trading options, you've got time decay against you, low volatility, things failing, price looks like it's gonna break out, it gets up there, it stalls, it chops around, it falls. Like it's just really difficult. And I'm saying this because like I said, we've been in this chop for months since September, October last year. Now, what I will say is once price does decide to break out either above this or below this, whichever way it's going. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know which way it's going. But what I do know is whichever way it goes, I'm going. That's all I can tell you because it's going to go. So if it goes up, I'm trading buys. If it goes down, I am selling. I don't care which way it goes. I will just be happy when price actually gets out of this area. But it will eventually break out. I know it seems like right now like we never going to get out of here. But when it does, the volatility comes back, things will start to follow through, and basically you will see the improvement in trading almost immediately. Your job during this whole consolidation phase is to preserve your capital, preserve your mental capital, not just your financial capital, your mental capital, because this is tiring, and preserve your discipline. Like I said, there are days that I have not traded either futures or options. It's been a while since I've traded options simply because there's not enough volatility, there's not enough liquidity, people buying and selling. So I've elected the things that I trade to not trade them. On the future side, today was not a good day to trade. I think it was last Tuesday. Let's see if I can find it. I know I didn't trade last Tuesday. This day. I'm gonna mark that one off and I'm gonna drop down to like the 15 minute. Yeah, that was horrible. I remember I did not trade this day at all. Um, Very difficult day to trade. So let me open this up so you can see it and find the 9:30 open. And I think this is like 2 days, and this is the 9:30 open. So this was Tuesday. Like I said, I know I didn't trade on Tuesday. Um, because I had a group I've been doing day trading in the mornings, and yeah, I did not take any trades on this day. Even though this looks like a nice smooth ride down, this was very choppy. It was a lot of wicks. I just didn't risk it. The next day I did take, I remember this move down. Now I'm not gonna say I made it all the way down here, but I got part of the move down. And then we reversed, and this right here was really choppy going up. And then we have, trying to see here, 9:30. This was Thursday. So this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just look at that week. It just, the whole week was pretty much right in here. So we moved up on Monday, literally went sideways until Thursday, and then Thursday around 10:30 we fell. And then we've got Friday. And let's just add Friday so you could see Friday. Right there. And the end of Friday is here. But still, it went from this consolidation zone to this consolidation zone. Right there. Like literally the same thing. All I did was copy paste. So, oops, I moved the wrong one. But it's literally all I did was copy paste. So the same size as this zone is pretty much the same size as this zone. And if I move this over, I'm still in that zone. So I'm just trying to point out that we are in some deep, heavy consolidation. And if you are in my group, and I basically said in there that I'm not going to be giving like daily updates, like what am I updating you on daily? We're in consolidation. So there's really no reason to give any kind of daily update because there's not much happening right now. So until something goes on and happens, somebody says something, something breaks, I don't know. There's not a whole lot to talk about every single day. So, once again, when I say your trading has to adjust with what's happening, I'm going to adjust what I do in my groups to what's happening. I have a monthly trade group, and typically we hold trades in there for a month. We have not been able to do that. I have been having to micromanage them a whole lot more than I want to, but it's because the market is not giving us the opportunity to do that. So you have to make changes to your trading. What you would normally do does not work more than likely in consolidation. So that's my little spiel. I just wanted to bring that to you guys and point that out of, we've been in consolidation for a while. It's really difficult trading under these conditions, especially options, but whether you're day trading, futures, options, all of it is difficult because price is moving really slow. Like I said earlier, it gives the illusion that you could have done all of this, but it's moving so slow in when it's live, the chances of the average person catching all of these moves is very slim. And then for me, I only trade a couple hours a day. So I know I'm not going to catch all these moves because if they come after 11:30 Eastern time, I'm probably not going to see them. So I only trade a couple hours a day. I don't want to sit here all of these hours waiting for a move that never happened for several days. So That's my time. I hope this was helpful. And if you have questions or comments, leave them below. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.